how's everybody doing? It's everybody's favourite ginger marketer from Yorkshire. Today, I want to talk to you about your personal story. Your personal story is absolutely essential to your personal brand. We all know that people buy from people they know, they like and they trust. And whether you're selling an idea, whether you're selling yourself, whether you're selling services or whether you're selling a product, you're selling. And there is no better way for people to get to know you than your personal story. Your personal story is the facts of your life mixed in with the reason. So for example, my personal story, in the facts, I was working in hospitality. I moved from hospitality into retail. I really didn't enjoy it. Also, I left and started my own business, which I still run today, as well as running an online business now, coaching other people. The reasons behind this? Well, I left the hospitality industry due to illness, and I took some time off to recover. And once I was well enough to start working again, I really had no idea what I wanted to do. So through lack of direction, I ended up in the retail sector, a sector that I really didn't enjoy and had absolutely no passion for. I stayed there for 3.5 years, really because I didn't know what else I wanted to do, and I was working with a really good team, had some good friends and a really good manager. But the job itself gave me no fulfilment at all. One day an incident happened at work that really made me realise I just needed to get out of the job. So I left and initially started DJing, following my passion of entertainment. I then developed skills and became a children's entertainer. And because working in the entertainment industry had always been a dream for me, I set up an entertainment consultancy, giving me some longevity within the industry. And I still run that today. I've also since started running an online business where I assist people with their marketing and I also coach people. The reason I did this is because marketing is something I've learned a lot about over the past 8 years, and I really believe that I could help people. I coach people because I know what living life on your own terms feels like, and I want other people whose goal it is to live like that to achieve their goal. Now, of course, if I was speaking at an event, that's not really how I'd deliver my personal story, but that's kind of my story with the reasons mixed in with the facts, kind of shortened down so you can see how quickly it starts to develop. And there are areas within that story that people can resonate with. This is exactly the goal of sharing your personal story. Whether you're sharing it online to get clients, whether you're in a network marketing business, or whether you're just using your personal story as your unique selling point. Whatever you're using it for, the goal of your personal story is to get people to resonate with you on a level that means they are at least they feel like they're at least starting to get to know you. So what I want to do now is dive deep on how to craft an effective personal story. What will help people resonate with you, making it easier to cultivate leads and generate sales. Okay, so let's dive into how to craft your personal story. It's going to be really helpful for you to grab a notebook and a pen, so feel free to pause the video and to have something to take notes with. Although it's not going to be super long, we are going to cram a lot of details and tips into the short amount of time that we have. So really, your story needs to be broken down into 3 sections. The before, the during and the after. So let's start with the before. The before section of your story is really for developing empathy and initiating the resonation within people. So where you came from, your background, what your lowest points were, and the problems that you're going to have to overcome. Notice, by the way, I say the problems that you are going to overcome, not that you already have overcome. That bit comes in the during. When you are real, when you show people vulnerability, this is when people can really resonate with you on a deeper level. And this is where the first, and also in my opinion, the strongest connection is made. This really is the point where you can lose people. If you've done your audience research right, your lowest point and your adversities will be similar to that of your target audience or your consumers. And that's where the resonation really happens on a deep level. Moving on to the during section, this section is where you're going to establish credibility. Whether you're framing up for a close on a sale, whether you're speaking to motivate or inspire people, or whether you're just talking on a direct level with your consumers. Your consumer really needs to feel like they can trust you. that you're credible, and that you really know what you're talking about. Your consumer really needs to see you as an expert. So what I want you to do in your notebook right now is pause this video and write down anything you think that you have that will give you credibility with your consumers. So for example, what experience do you have? What experiences have you had that gives you credibility? Who have you worked for? What have you done? What accreditations do you have? Who have you worked with? What have you achieved? And you really want to weave these facts into your story so your consumer can get a really good understanding of why they can trust you. This brings us finally onto the last section, which is the after. Let's take fitness adverts as an example. You always see the guy or girl really overweight. I won't know what that feels like. And they're really overweight, and then they take the product or they do the diet or whatever, and then in the after photo they look super fit, really lean, they've shifted their weight and now they look really attractive and they're loving life. And you sat there eating your third Kit Kat going, I want that, I want to look like that. That's exactly what we want to do with the after section of your personal story. We want to create a desire, something that makes the consumer want to connect with us further. The way to do this is by describing what life is like now for you. What is it that you're doing differently now? What is it that makes the before section of your story, the adversity, the pain, the negatives, non-existent for you now? What results do you have? And how does this feel? How is your life improved? This is just the very basics of how to create your personal story, but your story needs to be memorable and relatable. It should be able to be said in small sound bites. Someone should be able to take your 10 or 15 minute story and break it down into a 30-second sound bite they can tell their friends. Then you also want to be able to get specific with your story. Include some very specific imagery in there that will really resonate with people. Okay, so what you want to do is imagine a documentary crew have come into your life and have been filming your life all the way through. What imagery would they use in the trailer for it? You know those really short pieces of film where you just get 10 or 15 seconds where it really lights you up and makes you want to go see the film? Well, you need to create those pieces of film within your personal story. Really make people resonate with you, really light people up, and it's perfectly okay to leave people wanting more. Okay guys, so that's it for this video. That was just a really basic understanding of how to craft your personal story. If you took some value from this, if it's really worked for you, then please reach out in the comments section, let us know. Until next time, stay well.